So when I was competing in judo, my coach told me when I was 19 years old that I was weak as fuck, and he told me, "Man, you need to put your hands on some barbells and start to do some bodybuilding. You start to build yourself and become stronger. You gotta build your general physical capabilities." And at the time, we didn't have in our dojo, we didn't have that much barbells, we didn't have much equipment. We had a rack, a bench, a barbell, and all of that things. So I was able to do basic powerlifting and bodybuilding. The problem is that it was in a tent, in a very awful, dirty tent that was put outside, and man, it was awful place. I can tell you guys, it fucking sucks. It was dirty. It was dirty, and the dojo were using this tent outside to place like chairs and some boxes, all different shit. It was a mess, complete mess. And so I started to train in that place, and in winter it was freezing cold because there was no way to put heat into that. So I covered myself with a lot of sweaters. I covered myself with jackets, all of that shit to not freeze my balls. And during summer it was fucking hot because it's tent that is closed under the sun, and there was so much humidity, so much insects, and when it was raining inside the tent, so it was always full of water. Simply disgusting place to work out, but it was the only thing that I've got. So I started to casually weightlifting in that place. I didn't know how to work out. I had no idea how to perform a good squat. I have no idea how to perform a good bench or a good deadlift, or how to even program something like that. I had no idea. I read some articles, I watched some YouTube videos, but they weren't that good. Okay, you have a lot of this different information, you don't know what to follow. It was very difficult for me, and so the problem was that I, I started this random training session when it was in this awful condition. And over time, I learned that. I started when it was 2021, now it's 2025. It's kind of, let's say, 3.5, 4 years that I've trained in, with the weights. And I actually switched to a commercial gym because this is a funny story. I was doing back squats, and I unracked the bar. I made a couple of steps behind in order to have the space to perform the back squats, and the floor under me literally crashed for all the water. It was a floor made of wood, and a lot of water. Since the water, when it was raining, was pouring inside the floor, the wood was becoming weaker, and it crushed under my feet while I had a bar with weights over my shoulders. After that episode, I was like, maybe I should go to a commercial gym if I don't want to break my leg. So from there, I switched to a commercial gym. I started training there, and I kept learning about how to weightlifting. I kept learning about how to perform weights. And almost 4 years later, I'm 74 kilos right now, and I can squat for 1 rep max. 150 kilos, I can clean 90 kilos, bench 100 kilos, deadlift 170 kilos, and do weighted pull-ups with 20 kilos on as a weight on my waist. And I know this is not the most impressive numbers in the world on a strength training level, but I'm pretty proud of the progress that I made, okay? I'm pretty proud since I started in that bad place. And what is the moral of the story? What I want to convey to you with the story is that when you say to yourself that when I will be ready, I will start, or there is no point, I'm not going to do that, or this isn't even useful, isn't even optimal, this isn't the right way to do it. I mean, listen, man, over optimization is ruining your ability to start engaging into something for a long period of time. The reason you're not consistent is because you want to over optimize everything. And you know why you want to over optimize everything? You want to over optimize everything because you want fast results. guess what? Fast results don't come. You're focusing so much on the result that you want to over optimize everything that just the fact to postpone the result later in time by start doing the thing in an under optimized way make you stop from even trying. You, you realize how much absurd all of that is. Okay, well, I mean, this is an illusion, by the way. This is a fucking illusion. Whatever it is in business, in dating, in working out, whatever that is, there is no optimal way. There is no optimal way. You just fucking start and then you learn to pivot along the way. You learn, oh, this is how you do things better. This is how you do things better. Okay, I'll learn that and learn this, I learn that. Okay, you either have a mentor, someone that can teach you the stuff so that you already have the optimal way for yourself and you shortcut the process, or you do trial and error. You try stuff, you get better, you pivot, you learn along the way. Because you want fast results, but it's an illusion. You won't have these fast results. When you start something that requires consistency, like, as I said, working out, a business, a hobby, learning a skill, whatever it is, you have always follow the same route. In the beginning, you just need to get started and build the habit of doing the thing over time. You're going to learn more and apply this stuff. And I wouldn't be here when I'm today, when in my fitness journey, I wouldn't be here where I am today if I wouldn't started to work out in that shitty tent in my dojo. I wouldn't be here, okay, if it wasn't for that period. Was it an optimal way to train? Absolutely not. It wasn't. I can tell you it wasn't. Probably it was pretty useless, but it get me started, it built the habit for me to do what I'm doing right now. So here's what you should do. When you start a new hobby or habit, for the first 2 to 3 months, don't even look at tutorials. Don't even look at what are the optimal way. Don't look at fucking nothing. Just build the habit for 2-3 months. Every day, do the fucking thing. And over time, when you build the habit, when you understood what are the problems, what are the things that you need to learn, then you start to search for answers. Then you start to look for solutions for the problem that you find along the way. Otherwise, you will never learn anything. When you see problem arising, you go start looking for solution. If the problem doesn't arise, you keep going. The only metric that you should aim to optimize is your ability to showing up every day for what you want to do. And I can tell you the same thing about these videos. If you look at my video from September of 2024, they are fucking disgusting. I can tell you guys, I cringe so much when I look back at my old videos. No one is still watching them. I don't care. I don't care if no one is watching them. I'm putting my effort into scripting it. I'm putting my effort into creating a message that could be resonated with people. And I improved a lot in my ability to speak to a camera. I improved a lot in my ability to organize my thoughts in a language that is not mine and be able to convey that to other people. So, I said everything that I want to say. So, consistency. You gotta be consistent. First, optimize for consistency, then optimize for performance. First, consistency, then performance. If you appreciated what I told you, if you resonated with what I told you, and you found that useful, please let me know. And if you want a one-on-one call with me with a more personalized approach when I can listen to your situation, I would love to listen to your situation, learn what are your struggles, and craft to you a specific way to get out of this problem, because I probably had the same problem as well. By the way, the call is free. I don't want to sell you anything. I just want to know your problems, know you better, and craft a solution for what you are facing right now. Hope that this video was useful. Remember to aim upward as always.